Hey, Bill Gates, here is your buddy Warren. I'm going to study this Quran really deeply. I like to have some stock in paradise. So I went to www.allah.com and I found a wonderful work. This guy, he's something. There is a book, a bio about Prophet Muhammad. Is kind of like 900 years ago. Do you know that the first country recognized America was the king of Morocco, the descendant of the Prophet. So from over there, we have this 900 years biography about the Prophet called Shifa, authentic one, and has 860 prophetic saying. So I'm starting enjoying it. It's translated to English by Anne Stevens. This is English lady embrace Islam as a miracle. You better go to www.allah.com and hear her story, Belle. Did you? Anyhow, she wrote also a biography, good one. And she make a beautiful Quran translation with subject like 912 subject, my God, 1900 or about 2000. It's great work where you read it one subject at a time. If this lady held me in the stock, I'll be a quad billionaire. She's very good in laying facts. She made stories for children. So we have two biography of the Prophet, the Quran was subject. Also, she did prophetic saying of subject by a guy from Syria called Nawawi. Anyhow, I'm studying hard, but I tell you something, you are ahead of me in the game, so I have few questions for you. Is Prophet Muhammad was a Shiite or was Sunni or how you pronounce this Yemeni thing, huh? This is a question for you. The other question, Bill, we come to theology, divinity, I don't understand this fifth thing of them, You have this guy Salafi talking about geometry God, like in the sixth, he's in the sixth dimension, or six upper location, I don't know what the heck is this. I see it's like they are fascinating by geometry, but they were ignorant in geometry, so I don't understand. They consider there is only one direction above, only maybe above Najd or Mecca, but the other side of the road is not above if you're standing there. So what, you are under or what? So please, you can elaborate for me on this too. I'm sure you solved with all the stuff, I tell you something, this backdoor thing and software, I wish you have in your Windows a backdoor to find out these people who are selling their religion and giving the wrong creed and all this stuff, like homemade cookies, Anyhow, I like you to answer this question, Bill. I really love it if you can answer it, because I'm stuck, And I got an Arabian boy, He watched my Arabian horse too, so I told him, get me this great box of yours. The boy read, he couldn't understand it himself. You say, up, not up, down, not down. He come down, but doesn't come down, and I really don't understand. Well, help me, man. Okay, I'm your buddy. Hey, I gave you $27 billion. You owe me a good explanation on this. Go ahead, make my day, all right? Hey, Warren, come on, don't talk about money between us. We are like a believer and we're helping each other. Okay, here is the deal. Let me explain to you. First of all, this is based on my understanding. I documented it, I documented it the way I used to document the Bell Lab when I go there and see their GUI, graphical user interface, and Windows. I make comment and write it down. Same like Japanese and Chinese when they attend some of the American show, they make sketch of everything and take it back home and copy it, and So I did the same. I went through everything and did some kind of cross referencing, and I used my Excel to compare. And here is it. I'm going to tell you. First of all, Prophet Muhammad, praise and veneration upon him, he was not Shia, okay? This number one. He was not also Salafi, okay? He never mentioned this word. I checked this guy, Sheikh of Internet guy. I told you, you told me about this, www.allah.com. He has a hadith that our like encyclopedia, 2,000 books, starting early days books, and there's not a Salafi thing about the Prophet describing him. So he was not Salafi, nor he was Shia, all right? But what's going on here, after hundreds of years, start coming these small-time guys. Najd, small town in Arabia, a guy called Muhammad Abu Wahab, he built up a group of gang. He dig back, he found another guy called Taymiyyah. Okay, Ibn Taymiyyah, this Taymiyyah mother, a woman name, you know, he's the son of a woman name. If Arab don't do that, but anyhow, it looks like he wasn't Arab, all right? So anyhow, these gang guys came up with their own sect called Salafi, okay? Salafi, kind of like the old-timer, you know? Like the old-timer guys. The guys beyond our time, all right? Has nothing to do with the Prophet. Not in Quran, prophetic, the holy reading, nor in the prophetic saying. So this is one. The Shiite, on the other hand, Imam Ali, who was like the first caliph, they have some group loved him, kind of linguistically. But few hundred years after that, they came and used this lovely word Shia, and they converted into, they put in it Persian nationalistic feud and some hate mongers and all this stuff, and came up with this 12 imams. They picked 12 men from the Prophet family, and they say this is it and dump the rest. So they accept nobody but these 12, and they start putting lies about them in books and so forth. So anyhow, so the Prophet was not a Shia, and he was not a Sunni in that sense, Salafi, Sunni, or Wahhabi, or whatever you want to call it, okay? Because the Prophet is the source of everything. He is representing God, and he's the seal of Prophet, and he has his 32,000 prophetic saying, and he has the Quran, 6,236 verses, and this is revelation. This is what I want you, warrant Buffett to focus on this. You just take this two and read and dump everything else, okay? So this guy, Sheikh of the Internet, he has a beautiful Excel. I mean, listen man, I designed this Excel with 200 people. I will tell you the story about how I designed it before, fascinated one. I put 200 people in a room, you know, and I drew some screens, and it's very fascinating. Anyhow, that guy, son of a gun, he took all the hadith and put in Excel. Excel, I didn't design it for paragraphs. I designed for mathematics and few little words, you know. This guy, he loaded it, and it's so fast. If I knew that, I will make Excel background for Word, because Word is kind of silly and slow. But this guy, he snapped that in a column, all the 40,000 hadith, 43,000, you click on it, remove repetition, becomes 32,000, about 9,000 repetition. He made magic and color coded it and everything there, and no need for page number and cutting trees and paper and all this stuff. So anyhow, I enjoying that. And this guy, he went and translated into 90 language tracts. So anyhow, this guy, he's not selling it for money, so I like that. Then he doesn't write from himself. So the other guys, when you meet them, they tell you I'm a big sheikh, you know, and my grandfather, great-grandfather, whatever, he's like big wali, big qutb, big this, big that. And you were right about Prophet Joseph when he said, oh God, just let me die as a Muslim, surrendering to you, and let me among the good. So all this title, they use it just to trick people with money, okay? So I'll continue in the next tab, all right? We have limitation here. Google make limitation, you know? A man has to know his limitation.